Well, here it is at long last. This was one of my high school vehicles. This was for my grade 12 year in 2012. And yeah, it's gotten a little rougher since then. She's still a good running, driving unit. I did this when I was in high school. I pulled up just a little too close to the parking barrier thing and just crunched it. Didn't take much to brake. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, that little clearance light is broken too. I don't remember how that got broke. Has some unique patina with that peeling clear coat. Classic Chev thing. The plastics here have been really going to town on me. Somehow or another that one just slid right up 2 inches, so well, that happened. Cracking window seals. And then not to mention the rear end damage here. This is what ultimately parked this car. I never reported the accident. It was just my friend that hit me. And I just thought, you know, it'd probably be cheaper and quicker and easier to just find some replacement panels myself and just fix it up and drive it again. No inspections, you know. So that's what's going to be done there. Oh yeah, the vinyl top started cracking on me now. That sucks. Really need to invest in some protection for that stuff. What works good for that though. If any old car guys can tell me what kind of vinyl stuff. I guess I shouldn't say old. But anyways, yeah, stuff like this is starting to happen. At least it's better than the other side. The other side kind of just peeled completely away. And the switch thing there is falling off too. It has just an adjustable driver's seat. I did clean this thing right out there last fall. I managed to get kind of dirty again. All the cigarette burns. This car was never smoked in before I got it. But she sure got smoked in when I bought her, boy. Anyways. Yeah. The previous owner was an elderly couple. And he must have been under the presumption that check engine lights don't mean anything. And they could just be covered up with a piece of tape when they turn on. Because that's how I got it, piece of tape over this little section. I peeled the tape off and seen it was like all scratched and stuff underneath. I don't really know what he was trying to do, but so then it just left like that for a while, and then my friend put this monster sticker over it, but I since tried to peel it off for whatever reason. You can't see the light through there anyways. And fully digital everything. Climate control works just fine. Shut her down though. It's only plus 8 degrees Celsius outside. This thing all works totally fine. It's not flashing in real life. That's just the camera picking that up. Yeah, you got your economy. Range, I guess I can go about 74 miles. Destination. Time and last been an hour and a half since I hooked the battery up. Average speed 11 miles an hour. Date and time, well that won't be set right. Well life, anyways, oops, I'll put it on tack. Oh my goodness, I got another vehicle coming. Go away. Leave my quiet road be quiet. Anyways. Whoops. And we're safe for takeoff. Unregistered car with no brakes. That's another thing I forgot to mention. The flex line on the driver's front wheel there blew out. Right after I drove it home there for the last time. Like one day after. So that was probably about the perfect time for that to blow up. Not while I was in town. I did put some brake fluid in and they're working a little bit. Wow, that feels weird to actually stop in this car. Oh, look at that, eh? But if you use them for too long, it starts to get a bunch of air in it after it pees out all its brake fluid. And the cool thing about these 3.8s is I just love how they sound. They've got the most unique sound to them in the world. No other V6 engine makes those kind of sounds. Although most of it I think is in the muffler. I notice with no muffler, these engines are brutally loud. So I don't know if maybe it's just the, you know, being that loud, those frequencies resonate in the muffler and just cause those unique hums. Oh, I want to rest my arm on the armrest, but then the camera's too low. So I have to tough it out. But yeah, she still drives down the road like a charm. Gravel's too loose for that though. Woo! Oh yeah, and the power steering pump, not the pump, but one of the hydraulic cylinders underneath that hook up to the tie rod ends, or the steering rack, that's what it's called, is leaking. It doesn't leak while you're using it, it's just when it sits, it slowly kind of bleeds all its fluid out through a leak in one of those cylinders. They're looking in the camper. Some random people are looking in that camper. Anyways. Pull her down the first gear for some good brakes. Oh, that's getting very dangerously bouncy. Whew. There we go. Got through the wavy part of the road there. Yeah, the front struts have always bounced really bad, even when I was in high school, but nowadays they're starting to rattle and clunk and creak too. So they're totally shot. I actually had fresh struts in the back seat ready to be installed that weekend when I got hit. Yeah, I was cutting the grass around my cars, and I move them all out of there when I do that. Then I take them all, each individual. I take them all on individual drives. Tercell's chilling here. The tire lost all of its wind. Just kind of chilled there. I have to get the air tank. More blackbirds. They're just everywhere around here. Emergency brake. We're not really stopping too well here. There we go. It was always kind of tedious to get this thing in the park if you don't know how to put it in park. Apparently there's some sort of pin in the transmission that gets loose or something, and it makes it tough to go in the park. Like if you don't do it right, of course it's when it moves it kind of helps it go in the park, but in some spots, if you park just the right spot or whatever, it'll just slide right in a park. But most of the time it's like it'll just catch right before you get up to the park selection. Of course, it's really tough to demonstrate. It's like working perfectly right now. It would. I guess every time I want to put my car in park, I'll just turn the camera on. But anyways, the way you usually get it to go in the park is you just push it up there and then wait for a second for it to click into reverse, and then it releases that pin or whatever and lets it go up the park. But anyways, can't turn on the signals because the wires in the back there for the taillights have been exposed for too long, and their insulation is cracked off and it's causing a dead short. So you turn the signals on now and nothing happens because the fuse is blown. But if the headlights are on and you turn the signal on, the flasher will come on, but it won't flash. It'll just stay on. And then all of a sudden smoke starts pouring out of here. So I definitely don't want to do that. Well, I think I've finally managed to complete this video. I've taken probably about 5 videos of this thing, and each one has been interrupted or screwed up in some way. Can't edit videos with this camera yet, so whatever. We finally made a good video, and I'm going to stop it now before something else messes this one up.